There was an interesting icebreaker during stand-up that I had on Friday. Every Friday, my team has like an all hands stand-up where everyone on the team is supposed to join, and then everyone, you go down the list and everyone will talk about what they're going to do for the day. And then there is one person in charge of giving an icebreaker. So along with saying what you're going to do for the day, you'll also answer the icebreaker. This week's icebreaker was, what is a piece of technology or something that you miss having? And a lot of people brought up Nintendo products. For example, someone brought up the Wii because they miss playing Wii Sports. I think Wii Sports was a goated game. I enjoyed it, and I really liked the Wii Sports Tennis. Was a fiend and really like smashing the ball. That was really fun. Someone else brought up like the Game Boy Advance SP, which was like the square Game Boy. I also had one of those at one point, and some of the games that I owned were, Pokemon Fire Red. Probably one of the first Pokemon games I've played. There was also Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and then I think I owned a Mario Kart game. I don't know which one. And Super Mario Worlds 2 Yoshi's Island. That one was really fun. Someone also brought up like the original DS, which I also did own at one point. And some of the games I had on there were Nintendogs, Pokemon Diamond, and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So what was my answer to this icebreaker? I had two answers. The first one was, I miss expandable storage in phones. I don't know why we as a society allowed these companies to charge us these insane prices, from like going from like 256 gigabytes to 500 to 1 terabyte, right? Like we need to bring back the micro SD card, because those things were significantly cheaper, and you could have so much more storage compared to like having to shell out like a couple $100 more just because you want twice as much storage or 4 times as much storage. Like it's crazy. We need to bring back the micro SD card. The other answer I gave was, I miss a good Pokemon game. So the last Pokemon game that I thought was good and played was Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And I think that was on the DS. They were remakes of the original Gold and Silver, and I thought like these were really good remakes. I think just being able to play in 2 regions in the same game was really fun. So the main game, you play in Johto, and then after you beat the Leaf Board, then you get to go to Cancel, you beat those gyms, and then I think you also get to challenge that Leaf Board as well. So that was really fun. There are a bunch of legendaries I can catch. You had Pokemon that could, you had Pokemon that you can walk around with as well. I don't know if they do that in the newer games. I just don't know, and maybe they do, maybe they don't, but that was a really cool feature. And at the time, I believe the games were released with the Pokewalker, which was a pedometer that you could use, and you can put Pokemon on it and you can take it out for walks, and then you can you train them, and you can also like get special Pokemon on your walks and stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool. Yeah. Nowadays, like whenever a new Pokemon game comes out, it doesn't really inspire me that much. I think the latest one was Pokemon Legends ZA, where I don't know, it's like, okay, it's another Pokemon game, but it doesn't like, I don't really want to play it. And it might just be because like, I'm much older and these games don't appeal to me anymore. But I really wish Game Freak could come out with like a good Pokemon game, or go back to the original formula. I don't know. Maybe, is it crazy to say like I want another pixel art Pokemon game that features, just gyms and, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am.